IKEA furniture used to be a bottom-of-the-barrel option, but now it's a luxury. A tier below, Scandinavian flat-pack furniture has swallowed the budget market. Vacuum-packed foam furniture from Temu, TikTok Shop, and Amazon. If you walk into the apartment of most cash-strapped 20-somethings, you'll find it's entirely furnished with cheap furniture from those platforms. They have a boneless couch, a nightstand made of plastic, and a dresser with cloth drawers that bend and twist when you pull them outwards. Touching anything is nerve-wracking, as one move could send an entire chair to a landfill. These furnishings are not made to last, but their price reflects that. Buying furniture off Temu could save you hundreds of dollars compared to buying it from a furniture store. The rise in furniture that's practically disposable is a serious indicator of just how expensive wood furniture has gotten and how broke people have become. Oddly, the used furniture market is completely saturated with well-made family heirlooms that are extremely inexpensive, if not free. I've bought furniture on Facebook Marketplace myself, and I don't understand why everyone's buying plastic nightstands that cost more than the thrifted ones made of mahogany. Perhaps it's people's aversion to dated aesthetics, or the convenience of next-day shipping, but either way, well-made furniture seems on its way to extinction. I've never paid attention to furniture until I got a house. Then I became acutely aware of the sky-high prices of decent furniture. I knew that couches were expensive, but nobody could have prepared me to spend $800 on a 93-inch conventional sectional, and it's not even an amazing couch. I got it from Bob's Discount Furniture less than a year ago, and it already has a massive dent in it from me sitting in my favorite spot. I chalk that up to me being a big guy if the armrests didn't feel like they're being held in with hopes and prayers, and if one of the decorative pillows didn't rip open within a few months. They did replace the pillow, no questions asked, but it's not a high-quality couch, that's for sure. If I wanted to save hundreds of dollars, though, I could have purchased a boneless couch if I could stand a product that's even lower quality than the one I own. There are other savings from going boneless too, namely in the cost of delivery and assembly. This one is around $300 and is eligible for Amazon Prime shipping. It shows up vacuum packed and I'd only have to cut it open and let it expand. My primary reservation is if my bone-in couch looks like an elephant stepped on it in only 10 months, a boneless couch might be flat as a pancake in 3 months by the time I'm done steamrolling it. Now it's time to plug my Discord, which you can get access to through Patreon for $5 a month. I'm trying to get a community going over there and have people share their thoughts with me and suggest some video topics. If that sounds like something you're into, check out the link below. Anyways, back to the video. I do not own a boneless couch and cannot attest to their quality. User reviews may be mixed, but the price speaks for itself. It's so affordable and comfy looking that I've considered getting one for my bedroom or office. For a children's playroom or secondary living space, boneless couches might be a formidable option, but other Temu-style furniture is quite off-putting, such as the dressers made out of plastic with fabric drawers. Looking at how those drawers wobble and fold when they slide out seems like a sensory nightmare. The cube organizer behind me in my studio has bins made out of the same cardboard and fabric material, and I minimize my interaction with it as much as possible because of that. There's a reason why dropshippers love selling this style of dresser, though. They're incredibly lightweight, making them cheap to manufacture and cheap to ship. Sturdier dressers, like my particle board Stork Linta dresser from IKEA, feel like they weigh 1,000,000 pounds when dragged up a flight of stairs. It was also very time-consuming and labor-intensive to assemble, with the drawers making up the majority of effort when putting it together. Having a structure that snaps together with drawers that just unfold and are ready to use makes it convenient for both the manufacturer and the end user. The obvious problem with what are basically cardboard bins wrapped in cloth is that they are not structurally sound, so imagine my surprise when I found out that they made Temu ottomans the same way. I said this in my last video, but I went to a fitness class and got tired because I'm out of shape, and went to sit on one of the sturdy-looking ottomans in the back, and it imploded beneath me, Ocean Gate style. The thing was so inexpensive that the instructor just said, "Don't worry about it, it's from Temu." It's profoundly wasteful that Temu furniture is disposable in this way. It may be cheap, but it'll be in the garbage in a matter of months. Furniture used to be very well made, handcrafted out of wood. Chairs, tables, and dressers were heirlooms passed down for generations. Now they're impulse buys, advertised on platforms like TikTok, and people purchase them without a second thought. Temu's twin sister TikTok Shop plays a huge role in this trend of throwaway furniture. Countless videos that always begin with, "Run, don't walk to buy this viral blank," advertise the same cheap ottomans, dressers, and boneless couches that Temu sells. The creators that make these videos are, of course, compensated on commission. They receive these inexpensive products for free as a sample in exchange for making a video. Posting these TikTok shop videos can be quite lucrative, so it's hard to trust the testimonial of someone who's being paid $10,000 in commission if they sell lots of furniture. TikTok Shop makes buying these items effortless. They take Apple Pay, and shipping can be quite speedy as they require vendors to meet tight turnaround deadlines. I was inundated with ads for boneless couches the second the algorithm detected I was moving into a new place. Though these products are terrible quality, they can be quite cute. They come in fun colors and styles, and if one breaks, you can buy the next viral dresser that shows up on your feed. Just as social media brought on an onslaught of fast fashion purchases, it has made fast furniture mainstream. The upside to people refurnishing their homes with trendy, cheap furniture is that it flooded the used market with all that high-quality solid wood furniture. If you look on Facebook Marketplace right now, you'll find loads of wood furniture selling for very little money, assuming they're not being given away for free. This furniture can be sturdy and in good condition, ready to fill the empty apartment you just moved into. If you don't mind the look of furniture from a different decade, this is an option you should seriously consider. My house is over 100 years old, and trendy millennial gray furniture would look terribly out of place in it. For this reason, I bought a beautiful dining room table for my home on Facebook Marketplace instead of going back to Bob's Discount Furniture and getting a generic farmhouse-style one. Boy, did I miss having Bob's white glove delivery and assembly service, though. I had to rent a 10-foot U-Haul box truck and drive on the highway with it, and then back into my driveway without taking out a mailbox or telephone pole. If you're one person, having a new table just appear on your front stoop may be a preferable option. This is not to say used furniture is always ideal. My dining room table was stored in a basement, and at one point developed mold on the underside of the table. It wasn't active mold growth, thank goodness, and it wiped off pretty well, but if I ordered a new table, it would arrive completely clean. There are genuine reasons why people get new furniture even if it's cheaper and poorer quality than used furniture. A used couch, for instance, might harbor bed bugs or have biological stains soaked deep into its cushions. Used wood furniture often has scrapes and drink rings on it and might need refinishing. Some people don't want a project and prefer pristine furniture. Moreover, 40-year-old wooden furniture can look out of place in a newer home or apartment. When I lived in a newly renovated loft apartment, you best believe all my furniture was new. The place came pre-furnished with sad beige furniture, including a decent-sized dresser. At the time, I probably couldn't afford to buy a comparable dresser myself, as wood furniture is extremely expensive, even though today it's made out of particle board and not solid wood. Particle board furniture used to be the budget option, which is why it replaced most solid wood furniture by the end of the 20th century. IKEA and other companies perfected the production of flat-pack furniture made out of a material known as medium-density fiberboard, or MDF. This is a half-inch sheet of MDF, measuring 2 feet by 4 feet. It retails for $28 at Home Depot, and when you need 6 of these to make a dresser, that cost adds up quickly, even with wholesale pricing. This is not to mention the cost of cutting and laminating it, drilling all the holes, and shipping it across the country. It's not lightweight in the slightest, and a box of flat-pack furniture is obnoxious to move. Though MDF is not solid wood, it has shreds of wood in it held together with resin. Even though it's one of the cheapest wood products you can buy, anything with wood in it these days will cost you a pretty penny. Not only has the price of even shredded chunks of wood gone up, but the price of energy to manufacture panels has also soared. I would give you detailed data, but a report on this cost $4,000 apparently. Boy, am I glad I'm not in finance. What's funny is now that the price of furniture made from MDF has gone gone up, I think of couches and other items from IKEA and Bob's Discount Furniture as bougie furniture. Buying my Storklinta dresser from IKEA felt like a splurge to me, and it kind of was considering it was $250. Also, Bob, if you're watching this, how is an $800 couch discount furniture? If that's at a steep discount, then what on earth does actual decent quality furniture cost? It turns out it can cost thousands of dollars. If I wanted to buy the same size sectional at West Elm, I'd be paying double the price of my current couch. Calling their furniture decent quality might be pushing it, because there are horror stories on Reddit of people buying a $9,000 couch from West Elm and it falling apart. I wonder if good quality furniture just doesn't exist anymore, at least not for us peasants. Today's terrible economy and global supply chain seem incompatible with making furniture that will last. Everything's made by a handful of factories overseas, and you could buy an expensive couch from one company and a cheaper couch from another company, and they could have been made under the same roof. As with the rest of the items we interact with in our daily lives, furniture has become a race to the bottom in quality, but even boneless furniture can cost hundreds of dollars. With inflation raising costs across the board, people aren't choosing to buy cheaper furniture at this point. They're buying boneless furniture because that's all they can afford to sit on. Even for middle-class people, spending even double the price of a Temu couch may not yield much return on investment, as the quality of furniture has gone down overall. It seems only the wealthy are exempt from the TEMUification of furniture. Fortunately, the disappearance of well-made, affordable furniture has caused people to admire the furniture of the past. With ample supply of solid wood furniture on platforms like Facebook Marketplace, the thrifting of existing furniture will hopefully slow the mass production of wasteful, disposable furniture. For now, though, the number of videos thrifting furniture on TikTok has not yet outpaced the flood of TikTok shop ads promoting cheap junk. Anyway, I'm Robert Tolpe, and if you enjoyed this video, check out my Patreon and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I hope you have a great week. Bye-bye!